world's greatest musicians come together for a show that is like no other that you've seen before, and it's happening right here on Pix 11.
Ask him what his card was.
Hey, what was your card?
5 diamonds.
All right, tell me again on the inside.
Diamonds. That's amazing because you know what? If you look here, you'll see, wow, it says 5 of diamonds.
I told you you could do it. I told you you could do it.
How'd you do that?
I don't know. How'd you do that? Is the
How'd
question.
I do that?
In here.
That's you!
Yeah.
And you are not so much skinnier. You look perfect there, and you look perfect here. Master of Illusion captivates audiences across the country this morning. We're getting an up-close look at some of that magic. I'm looking everywhere. Please welcome to New York living Nick Dopich. It's great to see you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm great to be here. This is fantastic. That's wow, I need to get a different. I was wearing the same shirt. I should probably get a different.
No, it looks fantastic.
Or it's your good luck magic shirt.
That's could be. Yeah, I got a whole closet full of them.
Yeah.
All right. So,
All right, inquiring minds want to know, did you come out of the womb doing magic tricks?
no. It's definitely a necessity. You know, 'cause some of you just learn, you have a passion for it, but I got to a point in my life where I was just having like too much sex, so I had to like stop.
So you had to stop.
Had to stop it dead in its tracks somehow. So I figured magic tricks, a magic book, comic books.
This
So it was an alternative.
Yeah, that's
Find
what
magic elsewhere.
it was getting dangerous. You know, my whole
Yeah.
life was an Axe body spray commercial. It was just, you know,
was
not.
just-
Anybody get that reference still? Nobody gets that.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah, remember those?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden
Yeah.
chasing you,
I
beating
use
you.
the Axe deodorant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's all I could do to save my life.
That's why
you know?
my
And there it
16-year-old
is.
uses Axe. I'm trying to, you know.
So.
Never mind the conversation. Just have him watch that commercial, and my parenting
That's
is
it.
done.
Yeah.
Masters of Illusion, how did this come about?
Yeah.
Well, I just in Los Angeles. There's a place that a lot of us magicians work called the Magic Castle. We have a lot of legends of magic, and a lot of people associated with that. Gay Blackstone, people like this. And they came up with an amazing show to help us showcase everything that we do, and we're very fortunate that they let us on TV to do what we do every now and again. So it's always fun.
You've been in it for 20 years now as an illusionist.
Yeah.
What do you know now? What's one thing that you know now about magic and the power of illusion that you did not know before?
Interesting. Okay, I don't want to get too soapboxy here, but it's it's one of the few forms, as divided as we all are these days in certain areas, everyone still loves a magic trick. Yeah. So whenever you're doing a magic show, the entire audience, it doesn't matter where you're from, who you voted, whatever, however, everybody just finally, how do you do that? Everybody agrees that everybody still loves a magic trick. So at least we can we can agree on that. And it's amazing how even as an adult, you're a kid, you know, so that's, the older I got, the more corny I thought it would get, but the older I get, the more amazing I find it, so. All right, I'll step down now.
No,
that
I don't think that's soapboxy at all. I think it's true.
Oh yeah, well I think it. Yeah, so it's always fun to find things that people all agree on, which is tough to do these days sometimes. So.
Well, thank you for doing the work for us.
Well, you know, that's what I'm doing. I don't use the word hero often, but you know, I can't help it.
Brandish it.
Just to think.
We didn't bring you all the way over here to just sit on this very uncomfortable couch.
You ain't lying. This thing is
it's cinder block. It's so that we can all have good posture.
It's deceptively, I plop down, like just wham. It's like you know, when you think there's one more step in a staircase, you just slam my hips went up my chest. All right, here.
What's happening here? He's got a mug upside down.
And he turns it upside down.
Wait, no, that's for. Don't worry about that. You guys just look over here at your mugs. That's what you guys should do. All right, here. Let's.
Next thing you know, you'll be under there.
We're gonna do this amazing trick that no one ever does. It's this one where you pick a card and I find it. Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Hey, see anybody else finding cards ever? Just let me know. And your name again is?
Venezuela. Marisol.
Good memory. Venezuela, Marisol. All right, ma'am. Here, go ahead and just take a card from me if you would.
Okay.
All right. All right. Show it around if you would. Make sure you hit that mirror. It's very important. Okay, all right, here.
I know what it is.
Yeah, all right, here. I'll tell you what, here. I'll take it right here. Now, I don't know what this card is, but you do.
I do.
All right. Now, to be clear, I'm going to show you all how I do some of this magic, okay? I'm going to teach you a little bit. To be clear, this is not how magic is done. It's just how I do it. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah, the other way's better, but you'll see. Now, I don't know what this card is, but you do. Would you be shocked, mildly amused, we'll start there, mildly amused if this card that you selected also happened to be printed on the back of this box?
I would be somewhat amused.
Somewhat amused, yeah, not flabbergasted, but like, okay, let's see how you did. Boom, look at that. The exact one, yeah, put that on TV. Exactly, of course. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, look, 6 of spades, found it. All right. It's not really that interesting. All right. All right, that joke landed exactly how I wanted it to. All right, do me a favor.
Setting the bar low.
That's what you lay it up. Yeah. All right, go ahead and sign that card for me if you would.
This one.
That one, the 6 of spades. And yeah, anywhere, right? Well, on the face, you can sign.
Are you a lefty?
Oh, that changes the trick. We got to switch sides. Just kidding. All right. Okay, all right. So we got the 6. Which one, right? Okay, good. All right, let's try another one. Here, I'll tell you what. And your name, of course, is?
Melvin.
Melvin. All right, good. Melvin, go ahead. Do you want to pick a card? You can pick it face up or face down. Which one do you want to pick?
Face up.
Face up. Okay. All right. They're all kind of in order, so go ahead and pull any cards you want out of there. Perfect. All right, the 8 of spades. All right, so now I know what that one is. Nailed it. Okay. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We'll put your card, and let me take your card, and now we're going to find both of these cards, okay? It says we're going to have a lot of fun doing this, I like to think, okay? So now, can everybody see that these are all mixed up? Because I had to go find it.
Yes.
All right, now, how am I going to find the card? I'm going to distract you. I'm going to start talking real fast, moving real fast. Everything I'm saying is nonsense. You understand that, right? You don't need any of this information. It's all garbage.
Okay.
So what happens is, while I'm talking to you, if I want to go ahead and find your card, I can spread these out. And, for instance, your card was the 8 of spades.
Mm-hmm.
So because you looked over here, you didn't see me put it onto the box, did you?
I saw you do it.
You did, of course, exactly.
He's showing us his craft.
I'm showing you how it works. So she saw me put the 8 onto the 8 of spades onto the box. The card she didn't see was the one
join the I team here.
that I put inside the box.
Little investigator.
Which, of course, would have been your signed card. So you saw under the box, but not in the box. Does that make sense?
No.
It does not make sense.
How did you?
I have no idea. Here, I'll tell you. We'll do the box thing again. We'll do the box thing again, okay? You can go.
I just want to give up my fancy job on TV and become an illusionist.
Illusionists. These are clowns, is what we're usually called, but illusionists. We'll take the top-notch thing. All right, so we're gonna go back to the box for you. Okay, we'll go back to the box. All right. Go ahead and examine the box.
Oh, right.
Is anything in there?
No.
Nada.
Nothing. You sure? Okay, good.
No.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's try this one real quick.
Okay.
All right. All right. Here.
Oh boy.
All right. Your signed card.
In there.
That'd have been good. That really would have been good. I know exactly. I know. Yeah, that would have actually blown nines at home. The problem is I already did that trick. I wasn't talking about that box. I was talking about this one. And everything makes sense. And now I can do my deck in a box joke that I love so much.
Thank you, Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, exactly. They tell me I can do it as long as I don't sing it, so it's fine. So no singing. Step 1, cut a hole in a box. I know. Step 2, obviously, and take your deck out of that box. I can't do steps 3 and 4 for obvious reasons.
Sure.
Neither could Justin, by the way. Hi, live TV. However, after all this nonsense that I told you all not to listen to, this is exactly how we get her deck in a box. There it is right there. Give her a round of applause. Nobody's in the studio. You guys in the studio can clap if you want to. It's just a thing I normally say. And I don't have a curtain, so I just kind of sit here awkwardly. Is kind of how this works.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
Well, I put it there when you weren't looking, the same way you'd do it, you know. So, but it's just a quick thing. Nobody rewinds
This
these,
is
right?
the
Just don't
part
rewind.
of the show. I get very cross with you, illusionists, magicians.
How did you do that?
Yeah, I get mad too. Let me put it right there. There you go.
Nick.
Upside down mug. You know, that's not suspicious at all. No way anybody could have noticed that.
Well, thank you, man.
You too.
Dang.
Hey.
There you go.
Don't leave me out, fellas.
Of course.
Thanks for joining us. You can catch Masters of Illusion Friday nights right here on Pix 11 at 9 and 9:30.